Well, good day, my fellow Gorbos. Congratulations. Welcome to round 2 of season number 9. And here we are, coming from you live in the VGP Division. And look, there's a wee bit of a transfer here. It's the 5,000 Napoleon. Right, I made it. Well done. Alright, we know how this all works here. Let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin. Now let's keep the coin. Yes, I'm getting paid for this time. Alright, now let's see what these fine upstanding fellows have here. We have, of course, blazing in here is the one of the vampire teams. That did not half bad, actually, in their division, but looks like they're now out over here. And, of course, we've got the Bretonians. Now, Battlestar fans, of course, they, quite frankly, were having a large, hard time trying to get through here. As they said, it was basically World War II all over again, but they've dusted themselves off, they've never quit, and behold, here they are. So let's see how things are going to develop here. Taking a quick peek here, all the vampires, it looks like he's got an interesting collection of skills. He's got the blodger, he's got pro, he's got another pro, and he's got the other one that's trying to learn what the hell he's doing. And then, of course, here for the Bretonians, well, like I said, it's been one of those interesting seasons of trying to get skills. It's sort of starting to happen, but sometimes not quite the way he plans. So, as you can see here, he's got a very strange and unusual set of skills. Well, let's see how it actually works. There's the kick. And the vampires find, once again, guess what? They're getting even more rerolls. So, he's got 6. Yes, you heard that right. He's got bloody 6. You think he'd be playing the AI at that rate? Well, at this point here, I swear the coach here for the Bells Nobility, wish he was just playing the AI. The AI wouldn't be putting up quite such a hard fight. Speaking of a hard fight, someone there hasn't quite learned how to swing a good punch. Down he goes. You can see, yeah, this vampire, he's actually decided, well, he's actually got a permanent move decrease. Might as well put him in the front. Well, look, someone's actually figured out this picking up the ball thing. Show of hands, good choice. And now here comes the tricky part. And by tricky part we mean, well, it looks easy, but you're dealing with vampires. Vampires are one of the few teams that can, take one look at this cage and go, So, this ought to be interesting. Because I don't think he's quite realised this. Well, he's done some damage to the thralls. He's even got an eligible receiver down the pitch. Alright, let's see what this little lad can actually do. Rumour has it, he actually knows how to play the game. Step 1. Well, that didn't work. So you realise you can actually try it a second time. Ah, there he goes. So let's try it again. So there you go. Now you get 2 dice straight in. Bulge your uncle. There you go. Well, that doesn't work. But you know what? Wrestle does. However, Nuffle, quite frankly, at this point is proving, he can do some teabagging of his own here. Guess who gets the ball? You got it. Doesn't even have to use his catch reroll. He got it on the first thing. And now here come the vampires. With everything he's got, does he make the dodge? I said, does he make the dodge? Now he decides to hypnotise the course, and that doesn't work, considering all the problems all around him here. Well, so much for that great idea. Oh, that was a good one there for the Bretonians here. They've managed to keep possession of the ball. That'll make the ladies rather happy. And it's time for a good solid fisting down the field. How about you? That is a good solid punch. Moves in. He's got the receiver covered. And it's time to clean this little mess up. He makes the dodge away. Makes it look so easy. There's the go for it. And remember we said everything looks so easy? Well, so much for that part. However, there it is. It's a quick shot down the field. Does he want to score it now? Not just yet. Yeah, he wants to clean up some of this mess not here. Just in case he can get a good shot in. It's both down. He stunned himself. Well, so much for that great idea. And that basically forces the vampires into, well, here we go, the turn 2. Can't they do anything? It's push me, push you. Could they actually get this ball? Well, he could make a courageous action. How's he feel about it? He's got 3 thralls. He could try it. It's a good solid punch. Anyone else want to get out and play? How about you? You know, if you're standing him up, you might as well try the hypnotic gaze. But, you know, that's his choice. Run, you fool, on. Well, he's going to try and keep him honest. Oh, of course, everyone's favourite. Bloodlust makes the pro, fails the bloodlust the second time. He makes the hypno gaze. Well, we know which one he's biting. It's snack time, boys and girls. Yum yum. You know, you think he's got something against the Chaos Dwarf coach. You ripped his sodding neck out. Well, this could definitely be one of those kinds of games. Well, how do you feel? Reroll that. No. Definitely didn't work. You know what? You actually should have taken the push. Force the score. Yes, that's actually a valid tactic. Force him to score it. Well, that's done. Well done, lad. It's 1-0. Far better start than some of the normal games I've seen from that fine, fantastic lad there. And yes, the Vampires, being the sportsman he is, well, he's contributed casually to try and make it feel more even. I'm not so sure it actually was the coach's plan, but it clearly is the team's plan. Time for some early morning whiskey and coffee. Right, it's the spot. And now time to see, can the defense actually hold? Now, admittedly, a vampire team, it's a wee bit tricky trying to deal with them due to, well, let's quite frankly, let's call them what they are, super-powered fucking elves. They don't move as fast as elves, but that 4-4 is dynamite. Alright, he thinks he's got a plan. Didn't say it was a good plan, but it's a plan. And here you're starting to see the great use of the skill of kick. Uh-oh, that's deadly. Now, let's see if he's paid attention from the last cast. Oh, yes, he has. Before, he ended up using just the players there to do the blitz away. This time now, he's using the deeper players for the blitz away. He's got them. Moves in an extra in to mark it up. Come on in, the football's fine. The ground isn't, but the football's fine. Right, let's try that again now, shall we? Come on. There we go, stuck in like flint. And here comes the rest of the lads, as he's realising quickly he's got to mark all these players up. As even an eligible receiver, that's actually a not bad idea. In case things get a little messy on that side of the field. Here comes the last one. Trailing away. One more. Good move. And the advantage of the Bretonnian blitzers. He has catch. Well, that's a pretty bad start right off the bat. 1-9. Starting then with a push me, push you. Well, he's got the solid hit. And fortunately for him, that peasant seems to have landed on his sheep. Well, this is a bit of a poser here. He's burned the reroll already. There's a solid hit. He's down, but still hasn't done anything to try and contain this one here. He must have a cunning and highly elaborate scheme. Now he's just going to mark up at this case here. Once again, a chance for a hypnotic gaze. That's completely ignored. Makes the pro. He's in. That's a push me plus you. Has used the reroll. See, out of this idea, he should have used the hypnotic gaze, because even if it doesn't work, fine. If it does work though, you've now forced he has to use this player to activate him. If things go wrong, guess what? The player's still hypnotized. That's usually the thing now. A lot of vampire coaches, unless you've been playing vampires on a regular rate, tend to forget that little strategy. You've got to be always, every chance you got, using hypnotic gaze. Even if it just works on a 6. Why? Because sometimes it actually does miracles. Well, there's a good brave dodge away, yeah. Oh, he's getting stuck in. Tally-ho and all that rot. Well, he takes the reroll, he actually just wants him pushed away. And now here's the blitz down. It's one die. This has definitely not worked according to plan here. But he does sneak away with the dodge. But does fail the other one here in the backfield. This frees up far more the vampire team to deal with this problem. They can now bring every vampire in the bath. This ought to be interesting. Well, that was quite a good stunning punch, indeed. However, I think the vampires would like to get their bloody ball back. This is all fully risky here. He's coming in the backside, just the way he thinks the French like it. And he fails the pro, it's a push me, push you. However, this lines up 2 more vampires to have at him. And it's just not working, but he'll take the wrestle. Where's the ball going today? Well, that'll work out quite fine for him. And it's a rather impressive push me, push you. Gets the player down. And he's definitely getting himself a cunning idea. He's certainly looking at some surfing. This just in, we predict nice eye waves. Alright, Bretonians. Alright, let's see if you can clean the muck off some of these peasants and actually make them look half decent, respectable. Oh dear, well, he's found an interesting solution. He's remembered the Dauntless, and that is a perfect hit indeed. Good night, sunshine. Well, that's it for the ability of Crush Velvet to take a hit. And that has got to be the worst throw-in I've seen in a long time here. Come on, he's got it. Good lad. And now it's Dauntless to get back out. He's got it. And Bob's your uncle. He's away. And now it's a wee bit of a attempted clean-up here in the back end. Alright. Hello. Get back in the game. Sunshine. Ball. That way. There's a skull. He'll gladly take the skull. Amazingly enough, he even survives it. Well, back to the vampires. What looked like it was working out so well is now completely backfired. It's like, for example, tying your laces. That's a good idea. And once again, not doing the hypnogaze. Well, he's locked out. He's got the hit. The ball is clear. Here's the great attempt to try and get the bloody thing. He's got it. And it looks like he's trying to get away. Meanwhile, back to the play here. It's considerably more push me, push you. And again, Vampire's not even trying a hypnogaze. It costs you nothing. Well, he decides to take the wrestle. No. Oi! That's me leg. Well, the Bretonians, from what looked like a wonderful potential opportunity, are now trying everything they can to try and get this bloody ball back. while at the same time trying their best not to ignore the sideline fight. Well, here we go. And he's overstepped his reach once again, leading with chin. The Batman school. Oh, he's rewarded with a power. Well done. Better still, the bells are rung. And that could be a massive swing. And there indeed's a massive swing as well of his fist. You know, that he unzipped something from his codpiece. I can believe that. Look at the dent. And now back to work he goes. And well, that's now forcing desperate measures here from the vampires. Well, it's a stunning blitz off. Well, Trafalgar's doing a lot of dirt naps today, isn't he? And Falling House, no, they're not all named Trafalgar. There's the one. And another precious reroll. He's going through these like M&Ms at a food bar. Now he fails the bloodlust. Where you're going, that changes where you're attacking. You got no choice. He makes it. It's time to suck it up, laddie. Oh dear, this is becoming a bad day indeed. And finally the second dodge fails. Just gonna pause it up here. I'm just gonna double check something over here. What do you think your injury is? No? Oh great, during the pause doesn't want to tell me what the injury is. Right, suck it focus, suck it log, suck it hard. Because I've been saying what those rolls are, and guess what? It doesn't work that way. Anytime you bloodlust and eat a player, regardless of roll, it's automatically a badly earned. It's in the bloody rulebook. Well, let's continue focusing on the game here, and not on the interesting coding issues that seem to continue. And yes, if you've noticed, we've had another patch in. Now, as you can see, they still haven't patched things correctly. It's push me, push you, but that's just alright by the Battalion's viewpoint here. He's still got the eligible receiver, he's still got a turn to work with. No, that doesn't work. How about that one? No, that definitely didn't work. Sigh. Come on, get out of the turnover screen. Badly hurt. Badly hurt. So, they've decided they've added in the code of, finally, it's only a badly hurt, despite it still rolling the casualty result. Definitely a different solution than they did with the Stunty, which it automatically rolls an 11 every time. Well, the Vampires have found a way, they've got the bloody thing, and believe it or not, they've actually scored. There's something you don't see every day in a Vampire, the thralls at the score. A bit of luck there, he's got both KOs back. Fans are not liking this, but then again, looking at the fans don't like either of them. It's got to be the collective smell. What would you expect the smell going to be? Yeah, one side is not seeing a box of soap in 2 years, except to stand on. And the other one, well, quite frankly, there's only so far incense can go. Well, that was bravely fought. And ironically, he's added another injury to his own total there. Bretonians, well, for a nice change so far, here we go, into turn 8. He's still got 11 players. He's even got a spare. Right, let's see what we got this time. Here we go. Well, quick snap. I don't think he minds that too bad. He gets a free crack. And everyone else, this becomes a good pile on. No, Butterfingers drops the ball. So it's back to work on the front line. Let's see if he can actually add it on his man's casualty for a change. Congratulations, called that one. Off with you. Get that crap off me lawn. As a push, mate, push you. Oh, here it is. It's time to lay the old boots in. But first, he's got at least one more hit he can throw in. That's a good idea. Can you make it too, laddie? No? Well, don't worry. Here comes the old boot. +4. How you feeling today? It's just a stun. Fortunately, Constable Ed really doesn't care for that, Gothic architecture and pipes and everything else like that. And there's that quick completion. It's away. And believe it or not, now the vampires actually have a turn here. And he decides rather wisely, well, you know what, he's going to pro-fail you anyway. And that's the end of the turn because he just goes to the sidelines. He's going to find some nice, fresh young lad. Or young lady. This is the 21st centuries. We're not picky. Wow, look at the tail of the tape there. So much for your reserves. And there we go, 1-1. And this looks like it's going to be quite a match here. Many were predicting for the Vampires this was going to be an easy game. Well, easy more at Petunia. Ah, that's even better still. It's a perfect D. This gives all the time the Bretonians want to make a minor adjustment considering where the ball's going. Well, he's figured out the ball thing. And now he's going to hang on to the ball thing. And now he's going to drop the ball thing. And now he's going to pretend that never happened. Boy. And there you go. 1-36. And this is a really horrible position. Alright, let's see if he's been paying attention to the broadcast here. Can the Battles of Napoleon take fine advantage of this golden opportunity? Step 1. Push me, push you. Not what he planned, but you know what? You'll stick with it. Ah, that's a good move there with the guy with the guard. Here's a quick mark-up. Now it's time for everyone's favourite game, fistings. And once again, Blodge fails to do its job. It's a solid concussion. It's even a brilliant bounce in the end. That's awfully risky, but risk is the business, and he's figured it out. He's got to keep these guys quietly messed up. That's a good solid defense. Would anyone else like to play? How about you? Well, he's come to a conclusion here. The possession's 9/10 of the game. He does actually manage to get the ball and even gets the getting away dodge. Well, this just made life a lot more complicated for the Vampires. Well, sparkle this, you little prat. Well, there's some more solid poundings, but quite frankly, how much dirt's on these peons? I guess so far it looks like the famous Battles of Napoleon here have decided their pre-game ceremony of having the peons roll in the mud puddle is actually a good idea. Well, there's push me, push you. And he fails, he gets the bloodlust. It's more solid pushing, but bloodlust, well, can you go 3 for 3? Well, he'll take the KO, but it does unfortunately mean he's out another play on the field. And once again, 1 in 36. Second bloodlust. He just decides just get in there. He hits the ball carrier. It's even a stun. But that's all he's got, and he's ejected from the field. Well, yeah, there was, a good blood drive and donations voluntarily at the stadium coming in today. I'm starting to see why. Frankly, this coach is sick and tired of dieting on his own players. Alright, lads. Let's show you what happens when the French weren't cheese-eating surrender monkeys. And this is why the French were feared. It's a good solid stun, and the bamboo addict is down for a while. An eligible receiver, bonus even. Well, he's decided he's going to go for the quick play here. Who wants the ball? Ah, you! It's a good job. Does he decide to? Well, not quite yet, but meanwhile... Well, the bells in that Gothic cathedral are starting to ring for him. And very suddenly, there's only 2 vampires left on the field. What a turn of events this one's become. It's push me, push you. That didn't work. And 1 in 36. Followed by yet another push me, push you. Suddenly, the vampires are already down to 2 rerolls. Could this go any worse? And I can hear you all saying, yes, we know you've got a solid list. Well, where's he going to go today? Well, he decides he better throw the block in. And once again, the layer of mud proves almost nigh invulnerable. But he does get the clear route. He's got the push me, push you. Well, he's even got one down. That's right. This lad doesn't have tackle. Oh, correction, doesn't have dodge. I'm so used to seeing these blitzes with dodge. Right, well, it shows how heavy I've been drinking this morning. That's well done there. He's even got the stun. It's not over until the fat halfling dies. And lo and behold, the French have him surrounded. Well, there's something you haven't historically heard very much, have you? Of course, this wouldn't be Blood Bowl if things actually went the way they're supposed to. Bloody hell. And the vampires have quite frankly been forced to, already start adjusting their play, and they're having to go for thralls trying to score. They've got no choice at this point. Well, he's got the ball, but he used the blitz to get there. You can't throw it, laddie. Who do you think you are, the White Dwarf? Well, finally something actually does crack. It's a bell rung. But this might be just a little late at this point in the game. There's a solid punch. Does he want to dare the other one? No, he wishes he used it there. Power would have done him well to good. There we go, the battalions are getting right back in. I could actually make this a very expensive day indeed. Because normally, at this point here, you'd think, well, the vampires have probably got it. But they're down to only 2 vampires left on the field, so this is starting to cost. And that's what happens when he's got a vampire having to do the work who does not have block. He's even got the ball, and down he goes. How about you? That is a good solid punch. I swear the battalions have come out baguettes swinging. Oh, he's even got the extra screen up there. Oh, and that's diabolical. He's even brought another one in. Oh, great. Look, it's the French connection. And well, the vampires are down to just not many options left. Finally, he remembers Hypnotic Gaze, a useful bloody skill. Where do you think you're going, Sunshine? Alright, if you want to do it that way, go right ahead. You realise, though, you might have really wanted the vampire to make this attack because they've got 2 sucking dice. Well, you know what? Never mind. This is his clever idea. This is looking really bad here. I think this one's going in. Of course, that's what she said. There's a push me, push you. How are the rest of you lads doing? Yep, just in case he gets any crazy ideas. A light screen. Wow, it's even a quick dodge away there. Bring one back up. And that would be it. He doesn't need to actually do any heroics at this point, yeah? And the vampires, well, they've got to put pressure on the ball, otherwise they're going to run out of turns. There's an only good surgical Hypnotic Gaze. Well, now finally it's getting used on a regular basis. But it's because it's more an act of desperation. He's trying to find anything he can get to work. Really, that's as far as you're going? Well, then again, here's the problem of him being crippled. Speaking of crippled, would you like to do that again? No? Well, at least you got there, I'll give you that. And here we go, 2 dice. He's stuck in. He's at least going to force him to have to make an extra dice roll. But look at here, 4 rerolls. It's gone all Frenchy. Yep, that's it. You've heard that right here. The vampires are getting Frenched. There's a good solid blow. I'm just going to take a nap, you know? I'm done. I'm done playing for this couch. And there you go. 2-1. Well, unfortunately, some of the players are actually coming back. That's a big one there for the Bretonians. They get another one right back again. Well, they wouldn't have predicted it, but they're actually down a player. And the Bretonians, this is a very pleasant change. 4 11-man roster on the defense. He's up 2-1. Boy, has he earned a cup of wine after this one. Of course, right now I can hear the whining coming from the other sideline. Of course, I got to admit, the pre-game interview I originally had here with the Bretonians was what did he really think of his team. Of course, he told me, yeah, sacre bleu, my mon est mad shit. That's got to be the toughest mud I've ever seen on a peon. Well, that's it. He's sick of this one here. He's stunned. That's a quick turnover there. Well, yep, amazingly enough, he went in with 5 rerolls. They're all gone. And suddenly the Bretonians, you know what? How'd you like to get another touchdown? Show me your TDs, laddie. Okay, that came out sounding completely wrong, didn't it? But you know what I mean. Alright, can he get the ball? Can he or won't he? Maybe that's a better way of asking this one. Come on, lad. Stop tripping over the bloody hamsters. There you go. Does anyone else want to come and play? Yeah, how about you? You look dashing. And here come the rest of the battalions here. This is pretty standard for them now at this point. They just gotta mark up the odd edge, if they feel lucky, or at least contain, make life a little bit more difficult. And now here's the big drive. Sigh. Look, you're French. Pretend it's a woman or a very good-looking man. Depending on your thing, you should be able to grab onto it and hold on to it, no problem. As long as you speak the words of love. Well, unfortunately, he's paying for this one there. The vampires, from their viewpoint, finally get something to crack. There's the apothecary used. The front lines here. Can something break? No, of course not. And the vampires, unfortunately, realistically have to bring players back here to at least make this a wee bit challenging. Now it fails, of course it does. He's saying your bling, you can put it back in your trousers. Right. Fetchy Lavache, or in this case, Fetchy Laval. This is a rather good idea. You gotta love that Dauntless, don't you? You got him. Where are you going today, sunshine? How about over there? Second die. Does he add to the collection? Doesn't have to. Well, here it is. Does he get it this time? Well, he's got nothing better to do these rerolls. And finally! It's in! Yes, you heard that right. The French bloody win. That was actually quite the game to watch there. Quite the clinic. 3-1. Good job on you. That was great to see you've stuck it out. And look, like I've said before, it's not a bad team. Refine your play and look what the results are. It's impressive. Anyway, next time, lads, Nuffles, bless your dice.